Hey guys, today I've got a brand new Destiny 2 build for you. This one's for all you Warlocks out there. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it was gonna be this much fun, but after a handful of games with this, I just had to share it. Today's build is called Chromatic Crossbow. It combines the new exotic linear fusion Arbalest with, and hear me out, Chromatic Fire. Listen guys, I know you're probably thinking, what is wrong with me? There's about a million other exotics I could name that are better, but trust me, it's worth digging in your collections and pulling this one out because it makes for one hell of a pairing with our new exotic weapon. Anyone can pick up Arbalest thanks to the Revelry 2019 event. What you need to do is complete any 7 triumphs under the Revelry events tab, and then collect 300 essence, and you can buy this bad boy from our favorite arms dealer grandma. Very easy to get, only took a few hours. If you're having trouble keeping a large reserve of essence, run the Lake of Shadows Nightfall a bunch. It takes 4 to 5 minutes with a team and you get like 16 essence per run, or just get to level 20 in the Verdant Forest and you should have enough time to kill all 5 bosses, which grants a ton, like 40 or 50 essence. Not to mention there's plenty of daily bounties that reward essence, so it shouldn't take you that long. Once you get it, dig deep into your vault or your collections and pull out Chromatic Fire, the forsaken exotic chess piece that's probably been forgot about by a lot of people. Once you slap on this chess piece, jump into the Crucible and start aiming for the head. If you're considering staying away from PvP because of the tonic stuff, I totally get it, but I was still having a blast with this and I'd say it's at least worth trying out. So Arbalest's intrinsic perk is Compounding Force. Fire slugs that cause massive damage to elemental shields and enemy combatants. Along with this comes the Extended Barrel perk, Projection Fuse, Disruption Break, and Composite Stock. Now this weapon feels much better in the Crucible as opposed to the PvE portion of the game, and it's not that the weapon is bad in PvE, but I think a large part of it, for me anyway, is that when I use this weapon, it looks, sounds, and feels like I'm using a power weapon. Probably because linear fusions are traditionally power weapons, which doesn't really make any sense to me, but every time I use Arbalest, I have this misconception that I'm using a power weapon, and so I expect it to dish out power weapon-like damage, but it's not that. It's a special weapon, more akin to something like Borealis. But with so many other strong exotics, especially ones in the heavy slot, it's hard to justify using it when its main function is to do a ton of damage to shields. That said, it's still a lot of fun to use, including when invading in Gambit, because you get a ton of special ammo for it. Outside of PvP and Gambit though, it's about what you'd expect from a linear fusion. In PvP though, this thing really shines, and during my first few games it became clear that this exotic requires some level of mastery to it. It's not something you'll pick up and easily get a ton of kills with right away. After using it for a while, I thought, well, since this thing needs to be charged up and can't be instantly shot again like a sniper, which exotic could I use that would really give me an opportunity to get multiple kills with this thing? So, since Arbalest isn't an energy weapon, naturally it can't do elemental damage, but with Chromatic Fire, since I'm aiming for the head anyway, all of a sudden that headshot I'm going to get is going to become a lot more deadly. Chromatic Fire's intrinsic perk states, precision kills with your kinetic weapon creates an explosion in the element of your equipped subclass, and to me that is the icing on the cake. I actually wish Arbalest had some sort of dragonfly perk on it naturally. I think that'd be such a nice touch. Paired with Recluse or Luna's or Trust, you're going to find yourself racking up a lot of kills the more you get comfortable with this thing. Since the weapon does considerably more damage to an enemy's shield, you'll notice how easy it becomes to follow up with your secondary weapon. That extra damage from the dragonfly-like explosion is going to make body shots on the next target an easy kill. Now, you won't be taking full advantage of chromatic fire in every single gunfight, since for it to actually be useful, you'll need at least another enemy close by, but when it does proc, getting a collateral is one of the best feelings ever. And the great thing about chromatic fire is it can be used with any subclass. I was using it with Dawnblade in this footage since I love seeing that explosion of fire, but you can use it with whatever you want. This build will no doubt be more on the niche side of things, but I thought it was interesting enough to actually talk about. If you do decide to try it out, let me know if you get any sweet collaterals with it. I'm yet to get a triple kill, but I've been so close in a few engagements. That's about it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you back here very soon.